I had a sermon in mind this morning when I woke up about gladness, but as we're traveling through here, the Bluff country in Winona, we saw the cemetery, and I had another idea. And we've been tooling around this cemetery, and there's nothing peaceful. There's something peaceful about a cemetery. And I used to ask my kids, when we would drive past cemeteries, I would point, asking, how many people are dead over there? And they'd try to count the gravestones, the tombstones. And then I would add all of them. So there's a joke for you when you go by a cemetery. But there's nothing like death to give us perspective. There's nothing like death, which serves as the best teacher for living well. And in Psalm 90, verse 10, 11, 12, it says, oh, our days are like 70 to 80 years if we have the strength for it. But they're full of trouble and sorrow. And they quickly pass and we fly away. Isn't that true? And then there's this beautiful statement. I should say it every morning when I wake up. Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Life quickly passes and we fly away, so we better live it well. And I took a class, a 2-year class called The Sacred Art of Living and Dying. And in that class we learned about a Celtic expression that they use in Ireland, and they even greet each other with it. Like we would say, good morning, they say Basona. Basona. And what Basona means is may you have a happy death. So in order to have a happy death, I better figure out how to have a happy life. And I think that's what people are trying to figure out. So there's something about knowing that life is short that helps us to live well. And there's even an expression, die before you die, so that when you die, you will not come to die. Living in the sacredness of each day. This is the day. This is the moment. Living in the sacredness and the holiness and the hallowness of each day and each moment. Enjoying it well. Being glad. Loving those we love the most. Telling them that. Enjoying our days. Being glad in and through our days. So God, teach me to number my days, that I may gain a heart of wisdom. It puts all of life in perspective. All of my anxieties, all of my worries, all of my anxiousness, all of my sadness is me punishing myself with my thoughts, causing harm to myself with my thoughts. And the secret is getting past those thoughts and being in my life. We're either in our thoughts or in our life. And I don't want to miss my life, and I'm sure you don't either. So may we take time to savor the day, to savor the people, to remember that we're not here forever, that this is our second home and we're going home to our first. And somehow to just let this be our teacher and give us perspective. So maybe it's helpful to take a walk and a stroll through a seminary. A seminary. The seminary is like a cemetery, I remember saying back in the day, but I love seminary. But maybe it'll do us well to take a stroll through a cemetery once in a while, or at least memorize Psalm 90, verse 12, that we may live all the days of our life.